Okay. May I now please introduce His Excellency Mr. Kamel bin Ahmed, Minister of Transportation and Telecommunication, to address us by delivering his keynote speech. Your Excellency, good morning, and please go ahead.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody. Allow me first to thank the organizer for inviting me and for bringing us together here. I'm so pleased to be with you here today. I'm sure you all agree with me that we are here today discussing e-payment and other digital solution because of the disruption created by the technology. The digital transformation and technology has changed the way we live, how we entertain ourselves, and more than this, it changed the way we do our business, the way we do our work, the way we interact and serve our customers and people. Change was always there. It's not something new, but the change that's happening now because of the digital transformation is very fast compared to any previous change. And it is affecting all economic cluster. It is not affecting only one industry like before, manufacturing or financial services. It is affecting all economic clusters. And it is affecting also both governments, public sector, as well as businesses, I mean the private sector. And only those in government and private sector businesses that will adapt this change and will react quickly to this global change will be able to survive and compete in this competitive global environment. For us in the government, we have a role to enable this transformation process and to make sure that our private sector and we as a government benefits from this significant change happening around us. And in order for us to benefit and maximize the benefit of the digital transformation, or what they call today the fourth industrial revolution, we need to make sure that we have the right digital ecosystem that will enable us to progress in this transformation process. So me as a Minister of Transport and Telecom, I will focus on this area, talking about our role as a government to enable you, private sector, to enable in specific the financial services industry to create the innovative solution and the future generation of product and services. So the most important pillar, I think, is the digital infrastructure. In the past, I mean, everybody was talking about physical infrastructure. People were talking about roads, talking about airports, talking about ports, which is still important and a critical asset for any government. However, they are not enough. We need to make sure that we have the digital infrastructure. What I mean here is ubiquitous national high-speed broadband network that's reached everywhere in our countries. I mean the deployment of nationwide 5G services, because only this infrastructure will enable us and will enhance our ability and our readiness for the next generation product and services such as Internet of Things, machine-to-machine communication, AI, and other things. So I'm proud in Bahrain to say that in Bahrain, we have done very well in creating a world-class digital infrastructure. Bahrain was always ranked among the top countries by the international indices, by the ITU, the International Telecommunication Union, and the World Bank, the UNDP. Bahrain was always among the top countries when it comes to technology. We were always among the first nation to deploy the 2G technology, the 3G technology, the 4G technology, and even now we see that our operators are serving our industries by making sure that they have the 5G services up and running in different parts of Bahrain. Just to emphasize that more than 2 billion has been invested during the last 10 years in the Kingdom of Bahrain by the telecom industries in order to make sure that we have the right digital infrastructure to enable this digital transformation. So this is to me an important pillar of the ecosystem. The second pillar is to ensure that we have pro-innovation, pro-investment regulatory framework. And when I say about regulatory framework, it is the regulatory framework about the ICT industry, as well as the vertical regulatory framework like the financial services, the health services, education. For us in Bahrain and the telecommunication industry, we always put in our mind to balance between our ability to create the right business environment that will ensure the provision of affordable and high quality telecom services, while also we maintain our operator to have decent return and continue their investments in new technology. Without making sure that they make also decent return, they will not be able today to make sure that we have the 5G technology, we have the NBN almost reaching all parts of Bahrain. Also at vertical level, I have to commend here the Central Bank of Bahrain for their proactive approach when it comes to regulating the fintech activities, and they have been awarded recently to be the best pro-innovation fintech regulator. And this is why today we see all these services of open banking, of cryptocurrencies, and the development. Every day we hear good news from financial institutions about the launching of a new online banking services. The third pillar is the human resources. Bahrain has known in the past that we have been distinguished ourselves by our people, and this was it was the case in the past, it is the case today, and it will be also the case in the future. We need to make sure that our human resources are equipped with the necessary knowledge and skills to compete at global business environments. We have young population, tech savvy, and they're already using the latest technology. But of course, we need to do more here. We need to have more training and more graduates of technology-related specialties. And I think our higher education institution need to do more in order to improve their research capability, especially in the area of AI, of ICT, and technology. I think it's important that the education system, together with the training institution, focus today in technology-related industries in order to compete with the other countries. So I've talked about the digital infrastructure. I talked about the regulatory framework and pro-investment regulatory framework and the human resources. And also another important pillar is our ability to support our SMEs and our companies and the entrepreneurship development. We need to make sure that they have the necessary access to fund. And what we are doing today with Bahrain Development Bank, with Tamkeen, with the Waha Fund, for example, and we need to focus more on technology-related products and ideas. We need to support these young Bahrainis to progress their idea and turn it to a future generation of product and services. Also, we need to create to them simplify to them or make it easy for them to access the market. And I think entities like a new accelerator and incubator like the Bahrain Bay FinTech, the Brink Accelerator, IoT Accelerator, all these establishments help in creating the digital ecosystem that will enable our Bahraini young science and engineers to participate and get benefit from the digital transformation that's happening around us. In addition to that, we need also to continue attracting intelligent foreign direct investment like AWS and others, because we must work together, private sector and government, to make Bahrain the platform to attract these young intelligent entrepreneurs from different parts of the world, to use Bahrain as the test bed to test and develop their future generation product and services. I think it's important that we all work together, collectively, the private sector, the public sector, to make sure that we maximize the benefit by making sure that all the jigsaw, all the elements of the ecosystem working together, and we improve it in continuous basis. So again, digital infrastructure, pre-innovation, regulatory framework, investing in our people and human resources, better work from our higher education institution and technology-related research, supporting our entrepreneurs by the accelerator and the incubator we have access to finance, as well as attracting intelligent foreign direct investments. I think the financial industry has done great jobs during the past 2 to 3 years. Every day, as I said, we read in the newspaper about a new product and services. I mean, just look to Benefit and what they have done. The services provided by Benefit has changed the way we do we live. I mean, and we do and interact with our people, and we transfer money. In the past, we can tell our kids, okay, if they ask us for money, that's wait, I will send it to you tomorrow. But today, there is no excuse. They know that I can do it immediately and transfer the money for them. It is changing our life. It is changing the business that we are doing. It is helping SMEs to compete all these services. I think it's important to emphasize that we are at the beginning of this transformation. We are still far from being even there. The availability of the technology, of the 5G technology, the NBN, the National Broadband Network, I think there will be much more product and services in different economic clusters, in the financial services, in the manufacturing, in the healthcare, in the education, transportation. And I think for us in Bahrain, we need to make sure that all entities in Bahrain work together to maximize, as I said, the benefit of the fourth industrial revolution. I thank you very much for the invitation. I hope that I highlight some of the important issues about the importance of the digital technology and the availability of the infrastructure. What we are doing at the Ministry of Transport and Telecommunication, making sure that we have the right infrastructure, the right pro-innovation regulatory framework. The major items or the major objective of the National Telecom Plan that we have issued recently, 1 month ago, the 5th Telecom Plan, was mainly about all these things. And I wish you a productive conference and discussion. I am sure that the outcome of this summit will be beneficial for all the private sector as well as for policymakers to improve our activities. Thank you very much.